The body is an instrument. It is nothing more than that. And if you observe, it is ultimately like a mirror. When some type of instrument is put in front of it, something related to that is seen, and there is a memory which captures something. And all this is seen in the mirror. What can a mirror create? A mirror can only show. If you try to understand carefully, what is a body? It is like a mirror through which we see this world. Who sees? I can see. In this mirror, in this body. What do we see? We also see the one who is seeing. This is called self-realization. What does the world do with a mirror? It only sees the world. This body is the world too. It is not separated from the world. This body of ours, which is like a mirror, through it we only see the world, other mirrors and other substances. That's it. It never sees a substance which is free from the mirror. Whatever is seen by you is seen in this mirror. But this mirror also has something which, if you observe closely, is the thing in which this mirror exists. So self-lightened means he who doesn't need someone else to be illuminated. But for this world to illuminated, someone is definitely required. So simple. Spotless in Sanskrit is written as Niranjana. What is being said? You are spotlessly pure, which means that you can't be tainted. This body can have pimples. The body can get deformed. The body can be sullied. Acid can be thrown on the body. The body can be burnt, which means that anything can be done with the instrument. The instrument has spots, which mean the dirt. There are toxins and dirt. But you are spotless, which means there is no way to sully you, to put a blemish on you, or even touching you. Self-essence is automatically proven. It isn't attainable. There are two things in this world. One which is achieved through action. Whatever is in the space can be achieved by you by doing something. There is a product which is in China and not in India. You have to get it to India from China, and for that you need to do something. You need to do some activity both inside and outside yourself. Working within means you need to make a plan, think. You need to work on the outside, transfer money. You need to do a lot many things. That is how that product will come from there to here. So if we need something which is aloof from us and we want to have it, we need to do something. If we want space, what then? One is we need something which is in space. Other is we need the space itself. What do we need to do now? But what mistake do people make? The habits are the same old ones. They are treading on the so-called spiritual path, but they are trying to do something. Why? Because they want to get something. Why do they want it? Because they think whatever they are trying to get is aloof from them, distant from them. Different people have different imaginations. They are busy doing meditation. Why? Because by doing meditation, this will happen, that will happen. So if you are able to understand that the ultimate goal of meditation is space, I'm just using it as an example. Don't take it literally. We'll take the next step later. Space, not something in space. Space. So where do you need to go? What is to be done? How much time will it take? Space exists. Why do meditation? Self-essence is automatically proven. It isn't attainable. Automatically means always, is proven. What is science doing? It is trying to prove something. What is a proof? The evidence of something is proof. Things aren't proven on the basis of imaginations. There has to be proof. So automatically proven. Self-essence. The form of the self is automatically proven. Is proven means there is no need to prove it. It is already proved. Creating, achieving, or making or attaining the sound of silence is not required. It already is. Just that you are concentrating somewhere else. So even if someone does meditation for thousands of years to achieve this sound of silence, he won't be able to get it. You don't need to get yourself. There is no doubt that you are conscious. We just don't know what am I. I am conscious isn't some experience from the past. It is happening right now. I am the conscious. I don't say I was conscious or I will be conscious. I need to achieve consciousness. This is so foolish. The entire world is busy doing this. Ask them, what are they doing? Is there any doubt about you being the conscious? Can anyone doubt about it? But they don't know what is conscious. The world thinks the body is conscious. The body isn't conscious. It is inert. But there is no doubt about it. Whatever is, that which is conscious, is not very far away. It is not in the future, because it is conscious right now, isn't it? If the consciousness is right now, so that substance which is conscious should also happen now and here itself. Are you conscious here, or you sit here but are conscious in the US? You are conscious wherever you are, even if you are thinking about the US, but that thought is happening here itself, isn't it? So here and now. That which happens here, not there, but here. What do people think? God is there above the clouds, somewhere far away, or in this chakra. What is it if this chakra is not foolishness? People are busy with chakras. He is in first chakra, second chakra, seventh chakra, the eighth chakra. What is this foolishness? Till the time a person is doing a proper enquiry, he is not anywhere. He is everywhere. He is here. He isn't there. Everything comes within here and there. All the planets, all the galaxies, and everything else. It can even be an experience within your brain or a cycle of chakras. It can be anything. It is here and it is not in the future. It is right now. So what is here and right now? For that, there is no meditation required. No exercise is needed either. There is no need to do anything. Just need to understand. What are we doing now? We are just understanding. What mistake will people make? They will just listen theoretically about the sound of silence. Yes, it exists. After that, no, it is something else. I am just listening to this. How can I be this? Then who are you? I am a soul because it is written in that book. So what do you need to do? I need to seek God. Okay, how will you seek God? I need to do yearly meditation. What will happen because of that? Energy will rise through it and it will go here. Where will it go? Don't know where will it go. Someone has told it will go somewhere. Okay, what happens because of that? Because of it, I'll then experience this. I'll see lights and all, and then I will be one with God. What does be one mean? Your body will die? No, the body won't die, and I don't even want this body to die. I fear if this body dies. Getting it? All foolish people. What are they saying? I want to be one with God. I am separate from God. What does be one mean? Your body won't exist. Are you okay with that? Ask those who meditate, what is their biggest fear? My breath is stopping. Hope I don't die. Just now you said you wanted to be one with God. Why are you frightened? You are being one with Him. So be. What do you want? What are you doing? Nobody questions that. Because society has conditioned them to a very bad state. So on the basis of that conditioning, they tread on the so-called spiritual path. Now, whatever they do, They can do whatever they want for 20 years and continue doing it. Until they understand who they are, their mind won't be at peace. Spirituality is not about fulfilling your desires, no matter what your desires are. I need to be one with God. What is it? It is just a desire. Spirituality is not about fulfilling your desires. It is about being free from all desires. Self-essence is automatically proven. It isn't attainable. What is attainable? Attainable means some goal. This is not a goal which has to be achieved. You don't need to get something. You don't need to attain something. If there is a gold mine which you need to dig out, you need instruments for that. You also need time. You need to go from this place to that place. You need to do a lot of things. And if you want to know yourself, you don't need to go anywhere. Because who are you knowing? He who is here right now. You are right here. You aren't somewhere else. So why are you knowing yourself by doing something? Why not right now? Why not as it is? Self-essence is automatically proven. It isn't attainable. The sound of silence doesn't need to be created. It is not made. It exists. It is proven. You don't need to prove it. You don't need to create it. Only need to understand. Understanding is moksha. That is what liberation is. Understanding this minutely, knowing that there is no bondage, there is no problem, there is no sorrow. This is liberation. People fear this. Why? Because if there is no sorrow, there is no happiness. People want happiness. They need some experience, some sensation. You read a book somewhere. You heard about someone, read and created an imagination for yourself that you want to get enlightened. What does it? I need to meditate. What will happen through meditation? He had this experience, an out-of-body experience. So people are crazy about it. I want an out-of-body experience. How will it happen? Is there a restaurant where you can go and buy an out-of-body experience? Is there a guru who can give you out-of-body experience? What will happen then? They will go after it like a fool. For how long? Don't know. Will it happen or not? Don't know. Say it happened. You had this experience after 20 years. What is that experience even then? You feel in your brain that you are out of this body as it happens in the dream. Where do you feel it? You feel it in the brain itself. You have your own imagination for which you were agonizing for 20 years. You think that imagination has come true. It hasn't come true. When we see a movie on a screen, what is happening? One imagination is coming out to be true. There is sorrow and happiness because of it. People are laughing and crying too. When that imagination comes out to be true in the brain, a person becomes happy. But what happens next? That imagination can't stay for eternity. That experience can't stay forever. It will vanish. The person will again go into agony for that experience, and he will get trapped in that vicious cycle. Desires related to hypothetical imaginations are very, very complex. Save yourself from those traps. Don't ever get trapped within them. People get fascinated. The one who knows the truth never gets fascinated or frightened by anything in this creation. There is nothing to be fascinated about it. There is nothing to be frightened about it. As it is called, Sat Chit Anand. Chit means consciousness, which means I. Whatever I call I, that is consciousness. When I come to know that I am Sat myself, what is Sat? That which is eternal, free from time and space. When he completely understands that he is Sat himself, there is nothing more left to do. This is called peace. It is the end of the struggle, the end of suffering. That peace is called bliss. Bliss is not some kind of experience which some people think it is. Some people think that during bliss, I would be having some good sensations in my body. I would always be smiling like a maniac. I would be very happy. It is not that. Peace is bliss. And when are you at peace? When you know that you are indefinite. That is how I can be at peace. If I am limited, how can I be at peace? If I am not peaceful, how will I be happy? How will the struggle end? This is what it is which we need to understand.